developments in a special report we've been continuing for months. A man who's been a sexual predator since he was 14 years old is coming to Spokane. He has no ties to the community, and he'll be released to live with more than half a dozen other sex offenders. It's a story you've heard before, and one you've told us is important to you. Another convicted sex offender, at one point labeled a sexually violent predator, will not only be living in Spokane, but he'll be living in a house with 8 other sex offenders. KXLY4's Caroline Rourke shares a story you'll see only on KXLY4 News. Caroline?
Aaron, for more than a year, we have been working to uncover more information about this house, about the men that live there, and about why they live there. We looked through pages and pages of court documents and psychological evaluations today to try to learn more about Morgan Heath, who says he'll move to this home after he's released tomorrow. Here's what we found out.
This is a very frustrating thing for the community. The police department does not have any say that these folks come to reside here.
It's a story that might sound familiar. A sex offender with no ties to Spokane ends up in our community, or more specifically, ends up at this house on the 1200 block of North Lincoln.
We're aware the location is there, and we monitor it.
This home currently houses 8 level 2 and level 3 sex offenders, and after tomorrow, it'll be 9. A convicted child rapist whose sex offenses took place in Kitsap County says he's headed here. Morgan Heath has been a convicted sex offender since 2002, when he was 14 years old. A 2-year-old girl told her mother that Heath had sexually assaulted her, and he later told a counselor that he'd done so 4 times before getting caught the 5th. 8 years later, court documents say he sexually assaulted 2 13-year-old girls. He pleaded guilty to 4th-degree assault and improper communication with a minor. Since his first sex offense, documents show Heath repeatedly violated his parole and failed to register as a sex offender. Every time doctors evaluated him, they said he had a mental abnormality and that he met the criteria to be classified as a sexually violent predator. On one test that analyzes likeliness of reoffending, Heath tested into the well above average risk range. But this year, a new doctor said Heath did not have any abnormality, and she didn't think he would have difficulty not reoffending, citing improved behavior. If he's no longer classified as a sexually violent predator, the Special Commitment Center can't keep him. He's set to be released tomorrow, and he says he's coming here.
I don't think labels are as concerning in this case. What is concerning to us and probably the community is a person's prior behavior can be indicative of their future behavior.
Heath will have to update his information as a convicted sex offender once moving, and he could still be subject to conditions of probation stemming from those criminal offenses. We're not sure if there are any of those. We are working to find that out for you, and we will keep you posted as soon as we know anything more. In Spokane, I'm Caroline Rourke, KXLY4 News.
Thank you, Caroline. If you missed any of our exclusive reporting, including interviews with Spokane's police chief and county sheriff, talking about the dangers these sexual predators pose, please take a look at them online. We've gathered them all together on our homepage in one article.